How to get a certificate of incorporation of the Singapore company and when is it issued? So let's first understand what is the certificate of incorporation. So the certificate of incorporation of a Singapore entity looks like somewhat like this as shown on this picture. So it will basically confirm that the company was incorporated. It will give the details of the company name, UN number, that is the registration number, the date on which it was incorporated, the type of the company, and if previously company had some other name, then that information will also be provided here. The document will be normally electronically signed and ACRA stamp will be available on it. And then there will be receipt number, the date of issue, and there will be an authentication code using which you can check the details of this certificate and its authenticity on ACRA BizFile website. So this is basically a certificate of incorporation, and what used to happen in past, if any external party intends to transact with the company, then they will need an assurance that the company exists and it is live. For example, you might have seen many years back, it was a practice to hang the framed certificate of incorporation in many business premises. However, times have changed now, and majority of the data is now readily available online in government systems. So the use of certificate of incorporation, at least in Singapore, has gone down significantly. Nowadays, nobody will really ask you the certificate of incorporation. As a result, Accounting and Corporate Regulatory Authority will not issue the certificate of incorporation by default. If you need, you will have to specifically order it, and it's not a part of standard document release when the company is incorporated. So let me show you where to order this certificate of incorporation. For this, go to bizfile.gov.sg and click on Buy Information and click on Certificate. Now enter the name of the company and search. When the name of the company appears, click on Other Information, and then on the next page, scroll down and come to the section Certificate confirming incorporation of the company. The cost of which is payable to ACRA is Singapore dollar 50. And if you ask your corporate secretarial provider, then I guess definitely there will be some more markup on this. Now you will notice that this Add to the Cart button is disabled. This is because this certificate can be only ordered by the person who is either the director or the secretary of the company. Any other person cannot order this certificate. For this, I must be logged in with my SingPass or Corporate Pass to be able to order this. Since I am not right now logged in, I won't be able to order this. But you can get an idea that from this menu, then you can carry out the usual steps like adding it to the cart, ordering, and then it will get delivered to your email. So coming back to the presentation, now one more point that I want to highlight is legalization of the certificate of incorporation. As I have mentioned, you don't need the certificate of incorporation really to be used in Singapore because most of the people are comfortable with BizFile and they can get the data from ACRA website. But in case you want to use it in another country, for example, you are getting an investment from Vietnam in a Singapore entity, then in that case they may ask for the certificate of incorporation, and in most of the circumstances you need to provide a legalized copy. And what that means is you will have to first get the certificate of incorporation from ACRA, then you will have to get it certified from Ministry of Finance Singapore, and then you will have to get it certified from the embassy of the country in which it will be used. So in this case it will be Embassy of the Vietnam, and only then you can submit this copy to the authorities in Vietnam for whatever activities you are planning to do. A typical validated copy, a sample of which is shown here. Now this is not certificate of incorporation, but this is the image I could get, so I just thought I will show it here. So now the next question is, if certificate of incorporation is not used commonly in Singapore, then what document is used? As you see, Certificate of Incorporation costs 50 Singapore dollars and it has a limited information only. Every time you will have a business transaction, you will have to issue it again and again. Instead, something called as BIS profile will cost you $5.50 and it has more information compared to Certificate of Incorporation. The BIS profile looks like this. So this basically is showing you the registration number of the company, company name, incorporation date, company type, status confirming that company is live and the status on which it is confirmed, the date, activities of the company, total share capital, registered office address, and on the subsequent pages it will also show you the current directors and shareholders of the company and also the current secretary of the company. Additionally, this is a verifiable document from the Accounting and Corporate Regulatory Authority website. So in general, the practice is to use BIS profile while in Singapore. Nobody will normally ask you the Certificate of Incorporation. So as a result, when you incorporate the new company, the two common documents to look for, or the two common documents those are distributed, are the BIS profile and a constitution, or what is also referred to as a memorandum and articles of association of the Singapore entity. These two documents are enough for most of the activities like bank account opening or for entering into the contract with business partners or various agencies. So in summary, Certificate of Incorporation is not a widely used document in Singapore. You can use BIS profile in that place. If you need Certificate of Incorporation, you will have to specifically purchase it from Epica.
Thank you for watching this video. This video was brought to you by Epica Consulting Singapore. Subscribe to our channel today to get notified when new videos are posted.